I always believed our family was pretty normal, nothing too dramatic, nothing too strange. Just your average, everyday kind of life. But all that changed one afternoon, thanks to my overly excited mom and our endlessly energetic dog. It started on a lazy Sunday. After what felt like weeks of non-stop work, I finally had some peace. A fresh cup of coffee in hand, I sank into the couch, embracing a rare moment of stillness. I was fully prepared to do absolutely nothing for the next few hours. Enter Max, our wildly lovable border collie, and the surprise co-star of my unexpected internet fame. Suddenly, my mom burst into the room, eyes wide, practically bouncing with excitement. "Quick, I have an idea," she said, practically breathless. "You have to try this with Max and record it." I blinked at her, confused. Try what? She was already halfway to the living room. "The dog dance challenge." She beamed, holding up her phone like it was a trophy. "Now, if you don't know Max, here's the rundown. He's not just a dog. He's a 24/7 whirlwind of energy with fur. Sitting down for more than 5 minutes near him is a signal that you're now part of his plan, whatever that plan may be." So there I was, coffee cooling in my hand, mentally trying to grasp the fact that my mom wanted me to dance with Max. "On camera, trust me," she said. "It's going to be hilarious." I sighed. I've learned over the years it's easier to just say yes to her ideas. Resistance only makes things more dramatic. The moment the music started and the camera was set up, Max was already doing laps around the living room. Not exactly what you'd call choreography. I tried a few simple dance steps, swaying awkwardly from side to side. Max interpreted this as an invitation to lick my legs and chase his own tail. Anytime I moved left, Max jumped right. If I clapped, he barked. If I spun, he circled me like a fuzzy satellite. I was sweating from trying to keep up. Max. He was thriving, living his best chaotic life. My mom, meanwhile, was crying from laughter. She could barely hold the phone steady. "This is gold," she gasped between snorts. At one point, Max attempted a dramatic leap mid-spin, completely throwing me off balance. I stumbled, nearly knocking over a lamp. It was the kind of scene that felt both painful and hilarious, mostly for everyone not involved. Somehow, a few moves did sync, like when I spun and Max miraculously followed. But mostly, it was just me trying not to fall while Max turned our living room into a full-blown obstacle course. After 10 breathless minutes, I collapsed onto the couch. "That's enough cardio for the month," I mumbled. Max hopped up next to me, tongue out, tail wagging like crazy. He licked my face as if to say, "We nailed it." My mom was still howling with laughter. "This is going online," she declared. "No, absolutely not," I said, already dreading the inevitable. But by then, it was too late. She'd uploaded the video with the caption, "Dog Dance Challenge, Epic Fail or Unexpected Masterpiece. You decide." Within hours, my phone was exploding. Friends, co-workers, random acquaintances, they were all sharing, commenting, tagging. Some were laughing at my flailing limbs. Others were raving about Max's wild energy. One comment read, "I don't know who you are, but your dog is my new favorite celebrity," and honestly, I couldn't argue. What started as a ridiculous idea turned into something oddly wholesome. It made people laugh. It made me laugh eventually. And Max, he was just thrilled for the attention, completely unaware that he'd become a viral sensation. By the end of the night, my mom made me promise we'd try another challenge soon. I groaned, already regretting it. But deep down, I knew. Sometimes the most embarrassing, unplanned moments end up becoming the ones you remember forever. Max has fans now. And me? I guess I'm just the backup dancer in his rise to fame. Over the next few days, our living room transformed from a quiet space into what my mom now calls the set. Tripods popped up. Max had his own little basket of props, tiny sunglasses, silly hats, and even a sparkly boatie she bought just in case. I wasn't sure whether to be concerned or impressed. Max, of course, loved every second of it. But something strange happened through all the silliness. I started to enjoy it too. In a way I didn't expect, those goofy dance challenges with Max became something more than just content for laughs. After months of being stuck in a loop of work, stress, and exhaustion, I realized how much I had been missing life, the silly, awkward, unfiltered moments that actually mattered. Max didn't care if I danced like a malfunctioning robot. He just wanted to play, to be with me, to share the moment. And my mom. Well, this was her way of reconnecting with both of us. One evening, after recording yet another chaotic video where Max decided a yoga mat was a better toy than the ball we were supposed to use, we all sat on the floor laughing until our stomachs hurt. My mom wiped a tear from her eye and said quietly, "I haven't seen you this happy in a while." I didn't respond right away, because she was right. This ridiculous dog dancing era had somehow pulled me back into the present. It reminded me that joy doesn't always come in big, serious packages. Sometimes it comes wrapped in fur with muddy paws and a tail that knocks over your coffee. Even Max seemed to know. He started following me everywhere. Not in his usual energetic way, but like a quiet little shadow. Sitting beside me while I worked. Curling up at my feet when I was on calls. And every evening, when the sun dipped low, he'd bring over the same squeaky toy as if to say, "Let's make something fun again." And we did. The next video we posted wasn't even planned. It was just me lying on the floor, tired after a long day, and Max climbing onto my back, refusing to move. My mom recorded it without me knowing. She added a caption, "He may not dance well, but he's got the world's best cuddle partner." That one went viral too. But this time, it wasn't because of anything funny. It was because people saw something real. A connection. A reminder that life doesn't have to be perfect or curated, it just has to be felt. Now, whenever I open social media and see a flood of comments, some laughing, some inspired, I smile. Not because we're famous, we're definitely not, but because our little moments meant something to someone else. Maybe they reminded someone to call their mom, or to play with their pet, or just to slow down and dance like nobody is watching, even if your dog is doing backflips in the background. Max is now unofficially known online as the Dancing Chaos Pup, and I've been labeled the guy with 2 left feet and a heart full of dog hair. I'll take it, because in the end, what started as a joke became a gentle reminder that joy isn't a destination, it's hiding in the living room, waiting to be noticed. And sometimes, all it takes to find it is one hyper dog and a mom who refuses to let you sit still.